Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I just wanted to show you another pen and another unboxing here. So this is a pen that I added to my collection quite recently, thanks to another pen friend that I have on Instagram. He was downsizing his collection. He wanted to sell 3 of his OMAS pens, and this was one of the OMAS pens. So thanks very much, Found Pen Collector, for selling me these pens. So this was one of the pens, and I'm going to show you here today. Now this isn't the box it came in, but this is such a nice OMAS box, I decided I would put it in this box, because they didn't all come necessarily in their original boxes, or if they did, the boxes were a little bit sort of not to a perfect sort of condition. So and to be honest, I'm not really a box person. Although I like the boxes, they tend to get put away, and I never use them again. So it doesn't bother me. But I'll show you here the pen. This is an OMAS Paragon, and it's in the Scarlet Red. Now, this is a really, really lovely pen, and I'll show you here the reason why I like this pen a lot. It has this sort of rather like cracked ice type effect here going on. So you can see here how the light picks up on this like almost like chiseled ice or cracked ice here. And it's a gorgeous, there you go, you just see it, and it just, the chatoyance there when the light picks up on it, just little areas of the cap there and then the body, but it's a really, really lovely material. So it also has some black going on here that you can see in like some black veins going through the material as well. So you can see it there on the cap quite a bit, and there again. So but this really, really is a lovely, lovely material from OMAS. So this is the Paragon, and it is around the size of a Pelikan M800, and I will show you just here as a comparison. This is the Pelikan M800, the Royal Gold Varden, and you can pretty much see it's identical in size there. It's a perfect size. I do like the Pelikan M800s because they are light, and I think almost like the perfect size. So for this, this is another reason why I do like these Paragons. So if I just move this box out of the way a little bit, you can see it a little bit more here. So again, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous pen, and I'm really glad that I was able to pick this pen up for a pretty decent price. Bearing in mind that OMAS pens have the price have been going through the roof since they have gone under. Now you'll see here there's an inscription on here on the pen. It says OMAS Extra on this Paragon. So I think I'll show you the pen itself. So the finial comes to a slight taper to a point. You have the clip here with a roller on the end. You have the cap, it tapers up to the center band here, and then you have what is a Greek key band, and you see this on most OMAS pens. The pen then tapers down. You have that inscription there on the body, OMAS Extra, tapers down here to the filling knob, and it's a piston pen. So now I'll show you in terms of size here. The pen is actually a pretty good size. Now I can post the cap, and it posts very securely, but again it becomes a little bit of a wand, and I'm not a cap poster myself. I only do it with small pens if I really, really have to. So for me, if I unpost that, it's actually a decent size. Now my hands are not massive. They're a little bit chubby in complexion, but they're quite small hands, I would say, but not as small as some people's hands. So maybe they're, I think glove wise I wear a medium to a large glove. So if you look here, the nib itself is a lovely two-tone nib there. It's a gold nib, and this is a medium nib, and I do like it. It's not as wet as some of my other OMAS nibs, but it's still pretty wet. It's a good writer overall. So this is a pen that I really am glad that I was able to add to my collection, because I really wanted a few more OMAS pens, and for me, I think this pen does it well. So I really do like that. I love that material, the body. So let's do a size and weight check. So in terms of size, we're looking around about 138 millimeters in length. The cap itself is about 64 millimeters long, and then the pen from the tip of the tines to the filling knob, we're looking at about 127 millimeters. So it's getting close to the oversized territory. It's not quite there. I normally regard oversize as being around about 130. Now, in terms of weight, let's do a weight check. So this pen is inked up, and we are looking at just under 21 grams inked. The cap itself is just under 7 grams, and then the body itself inked, we're looking at just under 14 grams. So as you can see, it's actually quite a reasonably lightweight pen. I believe, I'm not that up on OMAS's, but I believe that the piston is a plastic one. It's not, I don't think it's a brass because of the weight. Normally you feel slightly different. It may be, but I'd maybe have to check up on that a little bit more. So don't quote me on that. But this is a really nice pen, and really glad I was able to add it to the collection. So I think let's do a writing sample. So this is an OMAS Paragon, and it's the Scarlet Red, and it is a medium nib, and it's a gold nib. And the ink I'm using on in this pen at the moment is Franklin Christoph, and it is a sweet maroon. Now this is quite a dry ink. Now in terms of line variation, this is the standard line that the pen puts down. Now, I can actually flex it and get a bit more line variation out of it. I wouldn't want to push it much further than that, though. And you can see here, it's really actually, for a medium, it's actually quite a fine medium, I would say. And then, there you go, here, you can see. Now, in terms of wetness, as I said, this is a dry ink, so this is not going to be that wet, I think you'll find. Yeah, it's very dry. Now, one of the things I would like to do probably is make this pen write a little bit wetter. And I probably will do that at some point. I've just not really had much of a chance to try that. So I probably will floss the tines a little bit on this one and actually try to make it write a little bit wetter. But overall, though, I am actually pleased with that. There's quite a bit of line variation, as you can see there, that you can actually get out of this pen for a medium nib. So it is quite a nice writer. It's got a little bit of a pencil-like feedback, more heavier pencil feedback, I would say. You may have been able to pick that up from the writing sample, but it's a nice pen, and I cannot really fault it. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.